Hello, faggots and faggots. I'm not even 100% sure if my face is in the thing, because it was a second ago. But I was also like that a second ago. Hi, what's up? It's me, it's Potato, and today we're going to do something, because we haven't done anything. This account is more dead than my will to live at this point. Surprised I've made it this far. We are going to look at this sketchbook. Why this sketchbook? Why does anybody give a fuck? Well, I thought I lost it. I thought I left it at an ex-boyfriend's house, and I thought that I was going to have to either rob ex-boyfriend or kill ex-boyfriend, but it turns out I got lucky and it was just hiding in my fucking asshole. Just have to lube up, dig a little deep, wiggle my hand around, and pull that baby out, and lo and behold, the lost drawing book is found. A lot like I have to dig deep into my asshole to find this. Let's dig deep into this drawing book and see what we get. Here's page 1. This is a drawing of the Kenways. That's it. So this is Connor Kenway, Hatham Kenway, and Edward Kenway. I don't remember like why it was that I drew this. I think at the time all I was drawing was Overwatch, and I got thrown into like a remembrance of, oh shit, like I saw something, I was like Assassin's Creed, so I drew them because I really love them. Yeah, so I mentioned Overwatch like less than a millisecond ago. Here's Mick Reyes. What the fuck is this? That's either a suicide note or a love letter. I can never tell the difference. This is more Overwatch. The anatomy is so fucking bad. I might throw myself into shark-infested waters. I don't remember the context, but I remember that it actually got somehow a decent amount of like attention on Tumblr. Because Tumblr's full of shit. They love shit, they make shit, it's all shit. So no wonder it got some attention. This is actually kind of cute. This is some Fallout stuff. I had my Fallout OC Ellie. I was like OD ghoul fucker. I actually had a story about them. I should post that somewhere because it was a script. It was gonna be a comic, but I never finished it. This is funny. I had a huge fucking crush on this girl in school. She was really sweet. I don't even remember her name, but she was like, draw me. So I drew her, and then I drew us because one day she saw it was this same exact watch. I need a new watch. But she was like, I like your watch, it's really pretty. And I was like, it's cheap, but I was shitting myself. I'm like, Jesus Christ, a cute girl is talking to me? Wow, my fucking wang is as hard as a Okay, so this is where the problematic TM comes in. I was crazy into Shimada-cest, which if you don't know, it's like Hanzo and Genji of Overwatch just raw dogging each other. And yeah, like, oh my god, they're brothers. Well, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, I was into it. A lot of people were into it. I was a hot shit on Tumblr.com when I was drawing these two brothers fucking each other. And now if I so much as breathe in Tumblr, nobody cares or knows my fucking name. So maybe I should just stick to incest. Here was, I don't even really want to show this, but that's Soldier 76 and Genji. And then that's just some Genji sketches. This is funny. This is a long distance. It was a redraw. I'll try to find it if I'm not lazy like the original one. But I was pissed because I was talking to some fucking... I was talking to some kid and yeah. He was planning to come see me. And then after telling me like that he loved me and wanted to have sexual intercourse with me, he said it was all platonic. At the time, I was watching Steins Gate. I never finished it, but I thought it was interesting. It was an interesting anime. I'm not really into anime. There were a lot of tropes in that one that I didn't like. But I really liked this girl. She was cute, and I heard some fuck shit happen to her. So I drew her. I wanted to eat her ass. And then there's Naruto? Yeah, there's Naruto. Eren. Eren is simultaneously the love of my life and somebody that I want dead, which is impossible because he doesn't exist. He's an OC of mine, and I've had him since freshman year of high school. And he's kind of made a bit of a name now that I put him in this comic that I released, but even if not, I still love him. Here's him cutting himself. I guess the idea behind this was like, he doesn't really like control much in his life, so I don't know who he's talking to. Jesus Christ himself. He's like, just let me have this one thing that he has control over. He's young, he's in high school, so even if his life is shit, it's not like he could just fucking move out or, you know, go buy a vodka. I was taking commissions at the time, but this was Reaper 76. I like that one a lot. I mean, it, you know, it's not good art, but it came out good for what I thought. I like this too. This was my friend at the time, Z. I think I drew him as Link. This is, you can't say it's Shimada-ses, you can just say it's like brothers, but I mean, I was drawing Shimada-ses, so. Here was Siva and Genji. This was a sweet one. More commissions for people. This was a sweet girl on Instagram. I'll put her at maybe so that I don't, I mean, not that I could get in trouble, but she's really sweet. The mutual, but we've talked. I consider her a friend. I consider a lot of my friends my mutuals. But I remember, like, I don't know, she has like a really cool vibe, always dresses nice, she's really beautiful, so I drew her a while ago. This was just fucked up. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, okay, like, yeah, Hanzo and Genji fucking, but what if we just throw the other Ching Chong right in the mix? And that's where that came from. There's a special place in hell for me. Now this is the love of my life. This is Heather, and he's up there on my wall, so I'm gonna show you. Maybe that's Thunder. I fucking hate Thunder.
He's that little fucker.
So I'll show you like a better up close picture of what he looks like now, but here's like the evolution of Heather. This is when he was born. So I mentioned that I was talking to some kid, and like he was a writer and I was the artist. So he was like, let's make OCs, and we sat and like we thought about these characters, and Heather was who I came up with. I wanted a really stupid British boy. I don't know why, but a really stupid, problematic British boy who was like kind of an idiot and always high out of his mind. But generally, like back then, he was more of like a sweetheart. Like he was a bad kid who did drugs, but he was, is it raining? Yeah, it's raining. He was like a bad kid who did drugs, but he was still a sweetie. Not so much nowadays. But this was Grant, and this was his boyfriend. I think Grant was like a few years older than him. Like Heather was 16 and Grant might have been like 20 or something like that. Yeah, problematic, fuck my ass. But yeah, this was Grant, and Grant was kind of like bad. Like, I mean, he was a cool character, he was cool to fuck with, and like you could say that they were in love, but it was still really fucked up. But that was that, and it was fun. What had happened was that, like, even though me and that person had the falling out, I think I kind of fell in love with Heather nonetheless. Like, not too long after, I'll just say, I decided to keep him around because I was like, this is my person. I made him up, and he's really cute and sexy, and I love him. So there's that. This is Maple Cakes. This is a girl that I follow on Instagram, or mutual. She's really sweet. I'll also put an @ just to put the @ there. Alright, here's Shimada-ses. Can I even post this? I'm gonna like block out the porn. I don't know, like would I get reported for that? They're like, I don't know, I was really upset, but like they were fighting and then they're like fucking. Wow. This was supposed to be a self-portrait of me at the time. I always had my hair straight because it was so short that I could straighten it. More commission work. Like this girl was like dead into DDLG. And like people didn't know that, so like they were like, oh, it's a cute concept, but nah. This is another commission. This is for a good friend. This isn't even that bad, but like you could tell that the anatomy's wrong or just a few things are fucked up, but it was like an idea that I had. You know, in the Overwatch fandom, like we always had our little ideas and headcanons, so I drew like a young Jesse being, I don't know, maybe first put into Overwatch. Maybe he's a little too young here because I know Jesse probably wasn't that young. I don't know, but that was the idea, and that was that. There's more. I have to cover that. This is a girl that I follow on Instagram. I followed on Instagram. She didn't acknowledge it, so I probably unfollowed her, which is rude. I don't do that very often. It depends, but it was like a certain kind of like that she was, and I was like, fuck it. Here's me and Teddy Dog. She's right here, actually. This is my day one. Everyone could leave me, but not Teddy Dog. Why? Because she's an inanimate object. She's a stuffed animal. Therefore, she cannot actually leave me. She's stuck with me. Even if she wants to leave, she can't. So here's Heather again, and I love this drawing because of how much he's changed, I guess. Here was him like getting ready to shoot up heroin. He was always a drug addict. That was always his thing. He was always into drugs. Well, it's changed a little bit more now, but he was always generally a bad kid who was into drugs. And this was him, and we're gonna do a side-by-side of this artwork and what he looks like now, because that's kind of crazy. This was some edgy art that I made. Here's more Shimada stuff. This is more sweet than anything. It's really sad because, like, you know, when everybody hated me for this shit that I drew, I was still getting so much love. Like, even now on Instagram, it's almost like a ghost town. And maybe it's because of the algorithm, but back then when I was drawing, like, Shimada-cess, and I was getting death threats, and people were telling me not to go to cons because I was gonna get jumped, like, I was still getting mad clout, like, fucking 100 to 150 likes on an image. Like, damn, yeah, validate me. Here was, I was listening to Radiohead, Hail to the Thief. I drew Gabriel Reyes. This is my very first Rick and Morty fan art. This was before everybody went on the huge, oh my god, Rick and Morty is cringe kind of rampage. I think it's a good show. You know, even if people, like, made it cringy or whatever, I think it was a good show. Still a good show. This is Arisa when she first came out. I remember I was really excited about her character. But this is also when I started getting out of, like, the whole Overwatch craze. Drawings of me, I was feeling sad. More Rick and Morty stuff. This is actually a trash commission. Like, I didn't like how it was coming out, so I told her I was gonna redo it. Here were sketches of people on Instagram. I did, like, shout out for drawing, like, yo, shout me out and I'll draw you a little sketch thing. So there was that. Excuse me. I'm on fucking crack. Your Diva. This is Gare Bear Online, this guy on Instagram, but I liked his content. Don't know where he is now. This is the worst. This is the worst. I hate this so much. It's Hanzo and Genji in lingerie. It's... Here's a drawing of Genji. I just wanted to draw Mei's ass. Like, you know, that bitch is thick as fuck, nigga, damn. I remember before drawing this, I'd just been thinking about Mei's ass for like 3 weeks straight. Then I finally did it. Here was somebody who I was friends with at the time. Dumb cunt now. Not that I would know. Here was some lesbos. I think, yeah, the fucking pharmacy. I really like this ship. This was one of those ships that I didn't know I liked until I drew it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I love this so much. Mick Reyes. I was always into Mick Reyes. This was like the first thing that I fucked with, like experimenting with like depth and like background and all that weird shit, because they never really drew stuff like that. As you can tell, I always stick with people. But I was listening to Holy Lover, and those lyrics are like, I think I love you, baby, please don't be afraid of me, I think I love you. It's a sweet song, so I drew that. Because my friend had a Mick Reyes playlist. I'm totally forgetting about all this stuff. You forget about so much shit. Can you see that this is gold? Because I think that's kind of crucial. Yeah, it's a little angel in gold. I was upset, and I felt like my art was shit, so I tried to draw something different, and that was it. And like, I'm like being annoying about the gold, because last night I drew something and I used gold and I was like, oh, this is gonna look great, but then I remembered it's like a 2D drawing and people couldn't really see that it was gold because it was this, and I took a picture. I was pissed, but it's whatever. This was what I mentioned before, the girl that I drew, a trash commission. I did a new one. This was it, and it came out pretty nice. This is Little Songbird on Instagram. She's one of my favorite cosplayers, because you could tell that she just like fucking, she's got her shit down, and she does her best always, and it's always beautiful. I wanted to draw something annoying, like anime eyes, something generic that I don't really draw. Oh, I was obsessed with Ghost in a Shell. I had watched the anime, and then I went and I saw like the actual movie, and like even if there were a lot of things like that were annoying about it, I appreciated it for like the visuals. If there was one thing that got me with the Ghost in the Shell live action, it was the visuals. I thought they were kind of beautiful. That's always something that's appealing to me. I'm an artist, so anything that catches my eye, I'm like, oh my god, shiny. And it totally caught my eye. But there was a weird self-portrait. This girl that I follow on Instagram. My posties. It just got really bright, and that makes me happy. I drew some Post Malones. I had flown to Jersey, and like the flight there, or like waiting for the plane, because I wouldn't have connection on the plane. Like, I was just listening to him, and I was like, this dude's music is really good. I think the only reason I even cared was because I watched the H3 video of them chilling with him, and I was like, he seems like an alright dude. And then I listened to his music, and I was like, damn, this shit is lit, son. This is Widow Tracer, another one of those ships that I didn't know I loved until like later on. I was like, yeah, I think I love this. Really sweet. And I know Tracer's like a shorty, but let's just pretend that she's wearing platforms. I think there's another one to go with this. Yeah, and then there's Shimada-cess. It's just Genji just sucking his Big Brother's cock. Not the incest stuff. So here's normal shit. Wow, I think we're almost done. This video went on a lot longer than I thought it would. But here were some sketches for a movie that I storyboarded. I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to post a link, but it was a gorgeous short film that one of my friends and fellow students came up with. So she gave me the opportunity to come up with the characters' faces and to end up storyboarding the entire thing, and I did, and it was awesome. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not like as exuberant as all my other videos, but I don't really like know what the fuck to talk about. Like, what do I do? Talk about like my constipation, like my asshole's not stretching enough, I don't know what to do. My personal life, I don't think anybody wants to hear about that, nigga. I smell like a fucking zucchini. I'll see y'all niggas sometime later.